Hello guys, I'm Oliver, and you're learning Hungarian. So today's topic is going to be the Hungarian vowels. There are timestamps in the description if you are looking for a specific vowel in particular. I will be trying my best to explain to you how to pronounce them from the mouth of an English speaker, and hopefully by the end of this video, and with a bit of practice, you'll be able to properly say the Hungarian vowels without too many issues. In the Hungarian language, there are 14 different vowel sounds, which might sound like a lot, but if we compare that to English, English has about 14 to 21 distinct vowel sounds, depending on the variant of English that you speak, as in American, British, Australian, etc. So if you think about it, Hungarian isn't even that much. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. The letter A looks simple, but don't you dare say it as you would in the word cat or amplify. The Hungarian A makes an sound. Imagine you see a toddler, so you say, what a cute baby. Or you're disappointed in your friend, so you say, why did you do that? It's the same sound, except it's short. So say it quick, don't draw it out too long. That's all you need. Next up, we have a. We actually have the same sound in English, but you might not recognize it because it's part of a diphthong. Take the word fly and get rid of the first two letters. What are we left with? Just I. Now knock off the second part of that diphthong that makes the y sound. So instead of I, we just have a. And that's it for this letter. It's pretty easy. Practice it a couple times if you wish, then get ready for the next one. The next vowel, e, is probably the easiest one to pronounce if you speak English. It's the exact same sound as in the word bet or epic. Nothing special really, this one. The letter E with the acute accent A is going to be pronounced in a similar way to the A with the acute accent. We're going to take the word day and knock off the D, so we are left with just A. That A is also a diphthong, so we are once again going to get rid of the y sound at the end, so instead of A, we just have A. The next letter would be the normal looking I, but to simplify things for you, I'll explain the I with the acute accent first. So this one is an easy one. It's the same long sound that we have in the word feel or meat. That E sound is all that this letter is. E. Now that you guys understand how to pronounce the I with the acute accent, you will understand how to pronounce the normal I. It's the exact same sound, but it's short. So instead of saying E, we just say I. Real short like that. I. Prepare yourself, because there are going to be 4 different letters and sounds that use the letter O. The first of these 4 is just a simple looking O. I could not find anything to compare this letter to that is exact, so instead I will use a close approximate, and you will hopefully be able to pick up the right sound after exposure to the language. Take the word go, and once again chop off the G, so we are left with the diphthong O. Now you know the drill. Slice it in half, get rid of the W, and keep the O. That O sound is about as close to the Hungarian O as I can get, explaining this stuff to an English speaker. The O with the acute accent is the same sound as the O without the accent, but it's longer. So if you understand the idea of O, just stretch it out. O. That's it. Nothing too fancy there. O. Alright, now the next vowel is an O with an umlaut, or 2 dots, or whatever you want to call it. If you speak German, this is easy for you because it's the exact same thing as it is in German. If, however, you don't speak German, I'll try to explain this to you. Round your mouth like you would for the word hole. Now instead of saying the O sound, say the E, like in the word red, instead. What you should be left with is the sound. Try to practice this one at least a couple times until you get really good at it. It's not too hard once you get the hang of it. The last variant of the letter O is simple if you understand the one with the umlauts. The O with the double acute accent just makes the long sound. So instead of saying you say Simple enough, right? Good. Now let's move on to the 4 different U sounds. The letter U with the acute accent U is pronounced almost like the U in mood. I could not find a one-to-one match, but the U in mood is close enough to be easily understood. It's a long vowel, so make sure you hold it in your mouth for a little bit. If you want to be more precise, try saying the sound a bit closer to the front of your mouth. U. The simple letter U with nothing extra on top is the same sound as the U with the acute accent, except it's short, so instead of drawing it out and saying U, just shorten it to a simple U. Next up, we have the letter U with the double acute accent. German speakers get a free pass once again because it's the same sound in German except it's long. For everyone else, flatten your lips like you would in the word feel. but instead of saying the E sound, try saying the U sound as you would in the word mood. What you should end up with is something that sounds a lot like U. It's not too hard. U. The last U with the umlauts is truly the same as it is in German. U. For the rest of you guys, it's the same sound that I just explained a moment ago, except it's short. So instead of saying U, cut it a bit short and just say U. That was all the important vowels that you need to know. There is, however, one more, the Y, but you already know how to pronounce this. In Hungarian, the Y only comes up in archaic word forms and family names, other than the separate consonant sounds tje, nye, je, or ye. In case you do come across it, it is said the exact same way as the letter I, so I, Rákóczi, Bátori, Sárközi, etc. That was all the Hungarian vowels. Congrats, if you can properly pronounce these vowel sounds, you are already well on your way to sounding like a native Hungarian speaker. If learning how to pronounce the Hungarian consonants as well is something that sparks your interest, I have a video on that. The link is in the description. Hope you all enjoyed, and maybe even learned something. Hope to see you guys next time. Cheers.